Hi friends, today in this video I will discuss about the features of the British Constitution. British Constitution के बारे में इस वीडियो में मैं डिस्कस करेंगे. United Kingdom UK is a sovereign state that consists of 4 individual countries. These are England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. इन नॉलेज को अगर आप लोग सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए. इससे आप लोगों को इसे पॉलिटिकल साइंस या अदर सब्जेक्ट का जो सोल्व पेपर है उसका अपडेट मिलते रहेंगे. ठीक है. द फर्स्ट फीचर्स ऑफ द ब्रिटिश कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज़ मोस्टली अनरिटन एंड पार्टली रिटन. ये जो ब्रिटिश कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है ये अनरिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है. मोस्ट important features of the British Constitution is unwritten. It was really this aspect of the British Constitution that led de Tocqueville to remark that British Constitution does not really exist. However, it has some written parts which include historical documents, parliamentary statutes, for example, Magna Carta 1215, Petition of Right 1628, Bill of Right 1689, Parliamentary Act of 1911 and 1949, etc. So, most parts unwritten and partly written constitution. The next second feature is British Constitution is evolutionary. British Constitution is a specimen of evolutionary development. It was never formed by any constituent assembly. It is the product of gradual growth of development. It has an unbroken continuity of development over a period of more than 1,000 years. The next features, that is third features of the British Constitution, is flexible constitution. British Constitution is a classic example of flexible constitution. It can be passed, amended and repealed by simple majority of parliament, since no distinction is made between a constitutional law and an ordinary law. The next feature is unitary. The British Constitution has unitary characters as opposed to a federal one. All powers of the government are vested in the British Parliament, which is a sovereign body. There is only one legislature. The next feature is Parliamentary Executive. England has a parliamentary term of government. The king, who is sovereign, has been deprived of all his powers and authority. The real functionaries are ministers who belong to the majority party in parliament. The prime minister and his ministers are responsible to the legislature for their acts and policies. In this system, the executive and legislature are not separated as in the federal form of government. The next features, the sixth features of the constitution, is sovereignty of parliament. Parliament is the only legislative body in the country with unfettered powers of legislation, can make, amend or repeal any law it likes. It can also amend constitution on its own authority, like ordinary law of land. Court cannot question the validity of the law. It can make illegal what is legal and legalize what is illegal. So court cannot interfere on it. The next feature, seventh feature, is rule of law. It implies equality or all before supremacy, uniformity and universality. Next feature is gap between theory and practice. In theory, it is the king and queen who is sovereign, but in practice it is the parliament which is sovereign. The king and queen cannot veto any bill passed by the parliament, although he or she the right to do so in theory. This is also justifies the remarks of Lord Sanket that theory has no relation to realities in British Constitution. Some other features are mixed constitution, rule of conventions, independence of judiciary, biparty system, etc. And constitutional monarch, etc. are the some other features of the British Constitution. Thank you friends for watching the video. In the next part I will discuss some important MCQs.